Now's the time to say it. Penis, 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 penis.
You beat
penis,
me to
penis,
it.
penis. Penis. And then he's got to come back and he's got to listen to this when he goes to edit the episode. So we'll say it together. We'll go penis, 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 penis.
Penis.
This is going to be the clip that he gives me for sizzle reel shit. Just penis, penis, penis. Penis, penis, penis.
You are so ridiculous.
I am so tired.
Literally same.
There's definitely parts in here where she's like, I mean, it's possible I could be pregnant. And I'm like, no, bitch, you have to have sex. Maybe they had sex in the arena and Julia's right.
No, they've just been sleeping in the same bed for the last 2 months and no one's thought anything is going to happen.
That's how you get pregnant. You just sleep in the same bed. That's all it takes. A sex education promo from Booked All Night.
The amount of like young kidlit where the male and female main characters like sleep in the same bed and they're like, but as like bros. I'm like,
but are you?
Those teenage hormones though, that would, you just slept? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, sorry about that. You guys ready to go?
I am ready. Are you ready?
So ready.
All right, here we go. Welcome to Booked All Night, the podcast where hot takes meet craft notes and no one gets enough sleep. I'm Jess.
I'm Katie.
I'm Julia.
I'm Maggie. Get ready for unhinged hot takes,
A whole lot of books,
midnight giggles,
and zero shame. Grab your blankets, booklets. It's time to get booked all night. I'm Jess.
I'm Julia.
This week, we are continuing our Catching Fire discussion with a focus on chapters 15 through 21. If you haven't read up to or beyond chapter 21 and you want to avoid spoilers on a 20-year-old book, just hit pause and join us when you are ready. All right, that was your warning. Here comes the recap. Sugar cubes and strategically tied knots, chariots, meet a few other victors, Naked Joanna! I was singing that all day because I'm such a dork. A new Avox. Stay in love, make some friends. Oddly sensual knot tying. Rippled circle of knife throwers, which I specifically want to talk about that word. Face painting, learning about force field spotting. The hanging of Seneca Crane. I painted a picture of Rue. The lovers both get 12. The quote, I just want to spend every possible minute of the rest of my life like this. The burning of the wedding dress, the only acceptable pregnancy trope.
I saw that Instagram post.
Victors unite. Capital protest. You just remember who the enemy is. Knock knock, sin is dead. Off to the arena. Water, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. Golden friendships. Not in your condition. Mags wants uppies. Should I kill Finnick? Watch out for that force field. Are they making out? No, it's just CPR. Force field barbecue, cannon fire, bell tolling, poison fog, Mags, saltwater baths, monkeys, hey, trees have water, angry monkeys, and sacrificial morphlogs.
The ending of that was great.
Yeah.
Good job. You should be proud of that one.
I am so proud of that one. I want to open by talking about Finnick, because Finnick is like everybody's baby.
I would love to talk about him with you because I also have thoughts and I want to just put him in a little cocoon and protect him and love him and just pet his face and tell him he's a pretty perfect angel.
Right. He is a pretty perfect angel, and that is why he won his games.
Yeah.
As explained by Katniss. Yeah, like our introduction to him is Katniss admitting that he's hot. Which
okay, he's like so hot, you guys.
He's like so hot. Oh my god, it's
But
sexy.
I like didn't really notice. I like never noticed how hot he is, but he's just like he's like too hot.
Yeah, he's especially hot, which I think is very important because of the two love interests that she has. Yeah. She hasn't really been like, they're really attractive. But Finnick, she's like, yeah, that one,
that is
we're going to tie some knots together later at the training center.
Attractive man.
Yeah.
It's true.
And we learn a couple things. During his games, other tributes were not sent shit. Everybody sent gifts to Finnick. They were like, oh my god, he's hot. So here's food for you. Here's medicine for you. They even sent his trident.
Which is insane.
They sent the weapon. That feels like it should be against the rules. The other part was this line, because there's so much in just this introduction of Finnick.
Mm-hmm.
Because of his youth, they couldn't really touch him for the first year or two. But ever since he turned 16, he spent his time at the games being dogged by those desperately in love with him. And I was like, 16! And
and I hate that they had to acknowledge they couldn't touch him. What do you mean touch? What do you mean touch? Who couldn't touch?
First off, what do you mean touch? And we know later, right? Because it's the series we read, we know exactly what kind of touch. Yeah. And also the next sentence where she's like, oh yeah, every time he comes to the games, he's got like 4 or 5 lovers and then he goes home. And
old,
that is at
young,
least
whoever. He's just always doing
rich. It. Yeah, he's just whatever. And then the outfit that they have, that his designers put him in, he's draped in a golden net that's strategically knotted at his groin so that he can't technically be called naked, but he's about as close as you can get. Holy balls. And at this point, he's like 21, right? He's not that much older than her.
He won 10 years prior. He won the 65th ones.
He won the 65th when he was 24. 14, so he's 24. Yeah, so he's in his mid-20s. Still not that much older than her. And he's coming over to her 17? Like... Yeah, I would say she's 17, right? Because she won last year when she was 16, and a whole year has passed. This man, this 24-year-old man, comes up to her, offers her a sugar cube, which is weird in retrospect. Right. And all that's really guarding him is a knot, like a little fig leaf knot. And as producer Rob points out, and I say every episode, there's just no fucking underwear in the capital.
But apparently in this games, the underwear is just like heavy duty.
Yeah.
Because her outfit got destroyed by the fog, but she's like, but my underwear, shockingly, intact. Perfectly intact. It's just perfect.
Perfect.
Which then makes me think, so for the rest of this game, she's going to be walking around naked. I guess in her underwear. They're all in underwear, which we don't really put to... Anyways, continue.
No, do you feel like it was like an afterthought where like Suzanne Collins puts in the scene where the fog comes in and it ruins the uniform that they're in.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, wait, I can't just have a 16-year-old with side titty for the rest of the novel.
She does.
So. Yeah, but she does, right? Because she just got her bra sticking out.
Just running around in a little bikini.
Yeah, so she's got the little bikini. And Finnick also has a little rope Speedo, basically. And he's got to go out in front of thousands of people. And then we come up to Joanna in the elevator and she strips down. And Katniss is like totally uncomfortable, which we already know she's uncomfortable with nudity. But at this point, I feel like that's a really weird trait to have at this point. Like, fine, when she was in the games, that's really weird to look at you naked. We haven't really bonded. I don't actually know if I can trust you. And I don't want, like, that's very weird. But anytime she's around her stylists, she's just butt fucking naked. And she's absolutely comfortable that way.
Do you think it's more so like the idea of being nude in public is more uncomfortable to her than actually being nude? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Or like a
the
sexual
social
naivete.
Norm, like this, like, oh, that's not like correct. So that's the thing that's making her uncomfortable.
I don't know. I don't feel like I have something solid from the text to really make a judgment on that.
Because even like where they're talking about how Chaff like kisses her. Chaff? Is that his name? Chaff?
Yeah, it's Chaff or Cedar. Somebody gives her like a big old kiss and she's like, what the fuck?
Like, so there's that. And then the Finnick half naked, Joanna naked.
Finnick with his bulgy little nuts.
Yeah. And then like PETA like points it out. He's like, well, it's you. You're just like pure. And so they're just like bugging her. I never really got that. I have that whole conversation written down as one of my quotes, actually. So it's, they're playing with you because you're so, you know. No, I don't know. It's like when you wouldn't look at me naked in the arena, even though I was half dead. You're so pure. I am not. I've been practically ripping your clothes off every time there's been a camera for the last year. Yeah, but I mean, for the Capitol, you're pure. For me, you're perfect. They're just teasing you.
No, they're laughing at me, and so are you. No. Peeta shakes his head, but still suppressing a smile. He's right in that sense, in terms of the Capitol and the Capitol's view of, like, at least heterosexuality and its presentation. Mm-hmm. She is prude and pure, quote unquote.
Yeah. Oh, shockingly, as a 17-year-old. Wow.
Right?
Crazy.
Yeah. But on the other hand, she has been naked so much in this series.
Yeah.
She's instantly stripped down when she gets to her first games. They strip her down anytime they need to do anything, like, design-wise with her. They constantly take off her body hair, which is a whole thing and creepy. And it's weird that she would still have that feeling of being uncomfortable. I could understand if she was, like, just that way about male nudity. And she's like, oh, that's your penis. I don't want to see that. But, like, she also feels that way about Joanna. And she's like, well, my God, you're just naked in the elevator. And Peeta's just talking to you.
See, I thought the Joanna thing was always, like, a little bit of jealousy.
Oh, like she wants to fuck a 17-year-old?
No, I don't think Joanna wants to fuck Peeta. I'm saying from an outside perspective, there's this hot naked woman standing in front of the guy that you like, talking to him. Your little caveman brain just gets switched on just like a little bit. So she's more annoyed with that than the actual nudity.
I see what you're saying. You had worded it in a way that it felt like you were saying that Joanna was jealous of Peeta and Katniss.
Oh, sorry, no.
Yeah.
Katniss jealous
of Joanna. I could see that.
And so then she's uncomfortable for that reason.
Yeah, I forever have Jennifer Lawrence's face in my head for that awkward, where she just like her whole
I don't know what
she's
doing with that.
She is so uncomfortable. It's just hilarious.
Did you guys ever see the Jennifer Lawrence interviews when she was filming this movie? And she was like, yeah, now that I'm an Oscar winner, everyone like, Josh tried to make a comment about how I said one of my lines. And I just looked at him and went, do you have an Oscar? I was like, oh, J-Law.
No.
I just love you.
But I have seen, and they're resurfacing now because, Hunger Games is coming back. And I've seen the compilation of the clips where every single press interview with her, like all the red carpet stuff, she's like, hi, yeah, it's really nice to be here. Do you have any chips?
Do you have fries?
Yeah, do you have cookies? Like, she's just like, do you food, snacks? You got any sugar back there? Yeah. Yeah,
no, I thought even like Chaff kissing her was really strange. That one made me feel really uncomfortable. But like a grown-ass man that's the same age as Haymitch kissed a teenager right on the mouth, and then Haymitch and him laughed about it. I was like, it's not funny, haha.
Yeah, it's not funny, haha. It's funny, odd. But I think it's funny, odd by today's standards. I can think of plenty of times where my mom's adult male friends
call them out.
Yep, did something similar to me when I was like 16 or 17, but these are people that I have known. And so it's a different situation. It doesn't make it better. I know.
Like, I don't
does
know
not.
If that makes it better.
It does not make it better, but it at least was somebody that I knew, and I knew that they were just fucking with me. Chaff is a stranger to her. Yeah. And that's just fucking weird. And then he's like, ha 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 ha. You're so pure, right? It's weird.
Even when Joanna is in the elevator, she looks at Katniss and she's like, oh my God, that dress that you were wearing. I loved that dress. That was so nice. I wanted to, reach the screen and rip it right off your back. And Katniss is like, I bet you did with a few inches of my flesh. And I was like, bitch, these people don't want to kill you all the time. It's not 100% of the time that these people want to murder you. Like, are you, what is happening? Why are you like this?
Katniss has no idea how to make friends, which is literally a whole section here.
Yeah.
That she's just got zero social skills. Thank God she's got Peeta, who obviously knows how to play this game and makes allies and everything else. Before we get there, I want to come down hard on the Snow is always watching, which I know that we have talked about obviously throughout the series. And it's amazing that Katniss is still surprised when something comes up that's deeply personal to her. So, one, this man is tormenting a 17-year-old, and that's just weird. Secondly, we know that he knows about her kiss. He obviously knows about the hunting because he saw the kiss, so he knows that she goes outside the district. He knows about her relationship with Cinna, which comes up later, and he knows about Darius, her friend Darius, who tried to stand up at the whipping of Gale and is now an Avox. And she is, I'm not going to be like, oh, you should not be surprised. But the level that she has where she's like, how did he know? That's the part that I'm like, girl, not a single thing you do it is private.
She's like, maybe he put him here to bother me.
Yeah. She just kind of questions it. Like, maybe it was just like he like rolled a die and picked a random peacekeeper. Did he? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because everything else has been so random?
That whole part with the Avox is so sad, though. Especially how she is able to, like, rein it in a little. And then I forgot about, like, her spilling the peas and, like, they go and, like, grab hands under the table. I was crying.
Yeah.
I was crying reading that because, like, I thought, I don't even know what I thought. Like, how is she going to connect with him? And then they finally do, and she actually did it in a smart way.
Yeah.
I was like, this makes it so much worse because you were smart about it. Fuck.
And Effie's comment specifically about them being a matching pair because they both have red hair.
That was gross.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, we have a matching set this time.
Yeah.
Those are human beings. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, Effie, oh my god, no.
I don't know if you know those are humans.
It's
okay.
It's hard seeing Effie's lines sometimes because I know that Effie has like a journey to go through in this series, and we aren't at the part where she's going to learn the big bad lesson. But holy shit. These are human beings.
Yeah. Well, this whole book is just people keeping things from other people.
And not seeing others as human. I mean, even going the other way, District does not see Capital as human. They're like something else and something more cruel. And it is part of the theme of the series, the us versus them, and how that divides you and how that makes power that much easier.
Exactly.
But it is still disgusting to watch. It hurts. And that scene is so depressing where she's like, oh my god, it's Darius. And then I'm like, you can't talk to him. Just like you know that you couldn't talk to the girl whose name you don't even know.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't get them in trouble. And then she spills the peas to be like, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
And then we have two main rules as we head down to training. And that is stay in love, obviously. And make friends. Yeah. Make friends, to which Katniss is like, abso-fucking-lutely not.
Having read this, we know that everyone else knows about the rebels. We know that now.
Yes.
Which I hate. But I hate that Katniss is like in this and she's like, I want to be friends with this person. I want to be friends with that person. Blah, blah, blah. And
I want to be friends with the two high-ass motherfuckers from District 6.
Yeah. And then Peeta and Haymitch are just there like, yeah, for sure. Fuck it. Like, not even trying to like save her to make her win. But like, there's so much more to this going on.
Yeah.
And she's like trying to make these own plans to save Pete. Like, God, I hate it. Like, I wish you guys just talk to each other. This would have been a more exciting book.
That is incredibly frustrating. One, that they don't talk, that they're like, you're the one we're going to save this time around. Because I feel like that could be such a huge point of contention between them, where Peeta's like, no, we're saving you, and she's like, no, we're saving you, and they're just constantly going back and forth about it.
I thought that Haymitch telling Katniss that they were going to save Peeta was like a joke. Like, it's pretty much just like, yeah, for sure, Katniss, we're going to save Peeta. Whereas Haymitch and Peeta are in the background, like, making all these rebel plans and becoming friends with Finnick and doing all this other stuff, and they're just like playing her, which makes me sad for her.
It does. But at the same time, I think we have seen a lot of evidence that Katniss is not a good actress.
True.
And so if Katniss were to know, okay, we got to make plans with these specific victors, she'd go over and be like, hey, you, I like your Mockingjay pin. That's a pretty cool gold pin you have. Wink, wink. Like, I feel like she would say wink as she did it, you know, wink, wink. She's not great at it.
That's fair.
She's good at being sassy. She's good at survival skills. But part of what makes President Snow a good foil to her is that he also is not a good actor.
It's true.
He's not lying when he says these things. He outright says the truth. Lying is not a skill that this man does well.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree that they shouldn't include her, but there are definitely other things, like Peeta and Katniss being like, no, I'm going to save you. Because that could absolutely have been a point of contention. It could have raised the stakes for both of them, which is hilarious to think about, given that the stakes are, well, one of you is going to die. Possibly both of you are going to die.
That's
because it's the Hunger Games.
But I also don't think we're giving her enough credit, because even when they are training for the games with Wyrus and Beatty, and she's like, oh yeah, your district got shut down for a little bit and we couldn't get that stuff. And they were like, oh yeah, did your district get shut down too? Like, she does figure out the double speak a little bit,
but I kind of put a lot of that. Yeah, a little late in the game. And I put a lot of that more on Wyrus and Beatty for picking that up.
True.
Rather than Katniss being like, here is my special code, and I hope that you speak my special code. Flap, flap, Mockingjay wings. Right? Yes, your district shut down. Because Peeta, like, when he goes in with the other tributes, he immediately has gossip to come back with. He's like, oh yeah, they call those two nuts and bolts. And the Morphling, like, the two from District 6 are like super addicted to Morphling, and they're high as fuck all the time, and which was also a sadly adorable scene where she goes over for like the painting and camouflage, and they just paint little swirls on her faces. Yeah, but it was like this nice little moment of relaxation despite the fact that they're all gonna die. So she comes back to Haymitch, and she's like, yeah, I want the Morphlings, nuts and bolts, and mags. And he was like,
no, she doesn't say the Morphlings, does she?
You know, I don't think that she did.
No, I think it's Mags and Wyrus
nuts and bolts.
Beatty.
Yeah. And obviously Mags comes with Finnick. It's like a done deal.
Yeah.
What's he say to her when she gets back to the room? Because they've been shooting and doing things. So at least half the victors have instructed their mentors to request you as an ally. I know it can't be your sunny personality.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm a delight.
No, she shot arrows for 2 minutes and everyone was like,
yeah.
Wow.
Like,
ooh. So amazing. Was it that good?
Was it that good?
I hit 5 things out of the air on one turn. Okay.
It gets me that they have that impression of her, given that they are also victors.
Yeah. I mean, but they're old. They talk about how old they are and how embarrassing that is. And I was like, ooh.
Yes, specifically to dress up the old victors. She's like, that was a feeling.
I never really put that together, though, that like they were dressed up in like a costume until that was mentioned. I was like, oh, that is weird.
Yeah, because like she's got a costume and we're like, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And Finnick's got a costume and we're like, yeah, obviously. And the other old tributes are also there, and not one of us is like, and they're also wearing strategically placed knots. I hope not. I don't want to think about.
But I forget that they are wearing like actual costumes, like because the movies do it so well that they're not super costumey. I would say they don't look super costumey in the movies. That it's like, oh yeah, she's like, yeah, they're dressed up as cows. I was like, right.
Yeah, if I had watched 2 tributes go on the chariot in like cow kigus, I would have lost my fucking mind.
Like the blow up cow outfits.
Or the blow up cow suits. do, 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 do.
A moo. Okay, sorry, real quick. Do you guys think it's weird that there's horses?
Yeah, that they don't have like futuristic chariots.
Literally, I was like, she was like, and I pet the horse's neck, and I was like, oh yeah. What? Why?
What I think is weird the only thing that I thought was weird about that is, like, I've got friends that have never been around horses.
Yeah.
And I have friends that I have been with when they are around horses for the first time. And horses are, like, giant toddlers. If you've never been around a horse, they are just giant toddlers.
Yeah, I own a few horses. They're pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. But a lot of my friends that have never been on a horse or around a horse are like, oh my God, this huge animal. I'm like, this huge animal just wants peppermint.
Yeah.
And knows that you have peppermint and just wants to use their big horsey lips to get the peppermint. That's it. What I thought was weird was that Katniss has only seen horses like once, right? Like, it's not really mentioned that they're in the district.
Mm-hmm.
She's only come into contact-ish with them at her own chariot at her Hunger Games.
Yeah. And she's just like petting it.
Yeah, but she's just petting it. And I felt like that was really weird. Like, there was no hesitation in that, because my experience is that most people, when they see horses...
It's a wide berth.
Yeah. They're like, hey, 16 miles away from this creature? Absolutely. And I'm like...
yeah, it could be over there. Like,
yeah, okay. Like, what?
I mean, I guess if she had pet it the first time, maybe she would have felt a little better. But yeah, especially having never really been around them. They are huge fucking animals.
I also always imagined them like Clydesdales.
Yeah, and they're not. They're like these little horses.
Yeah, like, and in the movie, they've got like, you know, it's like an Arabian kind of height to them. And like, if you at home don't know what a Clydesdale is, look up the Budweiser Clydesdales. Literally. They are big, beefy boys, and they're just enormous. Mm-hmm. But what they have pulling the chariots are horses that you would see in like dressage.
There's only 2 little kids on it.
Yeah, but not this time.
No,
this time
there's
also
older
like
kids.
Old people. Yeah. During Haymitch's games, there were 4 of them on it, and that's just a shout out for everybody to be sad that has read Sunrise.
Future sadness.
When it's time to read Sunrise, I think I'm just going to come in here just to watch your reactions to the horrific events of Sunrise on the Reaping.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I do like that the tributes, because the tributes again of the victors, that she spends a little time with, that we get to know, because we do kind of get Chaff and Cedar, but they're really background. They are, let's see, there's primary, secondary, tertiary, and then there's a word for fourth. Producer Rob, what is the fourth? Quaternary. Okay, so the fourth one is quaternary.
Quaternary.
And that's where I feel that Cedar and Chaff are. We very barely get lines from them. Chaff kisses her, and Cedar confirms that the parents of Thresh and Rue are safe, and that's kind of their purpose, and then they're done.
It's true.
So
it's kind of sad.
It is sad, but the victors that she does spend time with are the Morphlings, Beatty and Wyrus, and Mags and Finnick, and I like that they each have something to kind of represent for her. So, like, you know, the Morphlings, by the end of the section, are about remaining alert, because they're so high they don't see the monkeys. Yeah. Or they do see the monkeys. Who knows? Maybe they see more monkeys. Yeah. And Beatty and Wyrus are about assessing your surroundings, and Mags and Finnick are about, you know, the loyalty and sacrifice of your chosen bonds. And I liked that these things are presented here lightly and then become very obvious once we are in the arena. After she gets through this, and it's time for them to be judged, she's finally reflecting on how hard this must be for all the other victors, because they know each other. Yeah. You know, there are some people like Haymitch and Chaff who have known each other for 25 years plus?
Yeah, I think they say their friendship is 30 years or something like that.
And that's insane. That's a very long friendship. Yeah. That would be very hard to suddenly be in there and have to kill your friends. This is right before, interviews and things, right? Yeah. This is a day. Yeah. She's got a day before they go into the arena, and this is when it occurs to her that killing your friends might be hard. And they all get judged. They all get their scores. Katniss goes last, and the room is cleaned.
Yeah, it's being cleaned. There's a giant cover. Something's covered.
Yeah. And it's got, I imagine it has that, sterile hospital smell.
For sure.
Yeah. And she's like, well, what can I do to blow everybody out of the water? And so she hangs an effigy of Seneca Crane. She's like, first thought, best thought, here we go. Ties and noose.
First thought, best thought.
Just up he goes.
What the fuck else was she gonna do? She was like, I guess I'll shoot some more arrows.
Specifically, it was that she couldn't get their attention by shooting through the force field, so she hung an effigy of Seneca Crane.
So
well, I
good.
can't shoot you.
And she like throws the berry juice at him. Oh god, that was so good.
Yeah.
Cinematic.
Like, chef's kiss.
Perfect.
Which gives us the wonderful exchange in the room where she's like, well, what did Peeta do? And actually, I painted a picture of Rue, how she looked after Katniss and covered her in flowers. Everybody goes, aw. And Katniss goes, I guess this is a bad time to mention I hung a dummy and painted Seneca Crane's name on it. And then everybody is like, yo, what the fuck?
Peeta's like, we didn't even talk about it beforehand. Look at that. Look, samesies.
This is great.
God, this is so
and then
cute.
everyone's like, you two are going to get zeros. You are just...
Have they ever given a zero?
Yeah, have they ever given a zero? And then they both get 12s, which is equally as bad because now it's like, guess who you want to kill? It's them two.
Yeah. But they knew how good she was before then. I don't know. To me, the scores in this round are pointless.
Yes.
Because we all know what everyone can do.
Yeah.
So you all asked to be her ally after you saw how amazing she was at shooting yesterday.
Yes.
So are you surprised that she got a good score? I'm not surprised.
1, there's that. 2, there's everybody knows what you can do because we have all the tapes of the games. Everybody's been watching, forced to be watching for years at this point. Each victor has, a hobby.
A talent.
Why were these judging sessions, especially this time, just private? This would have been a prime time for these particular tributes to show off to the others and be like, this is what I'm going to do to you.
Yeah.
It just...
Missed opportunity.
Indeed.
Oh, well.
I have in my notes that the next section is like their very blatant love, but I want to come back to that because I want to skip ahead to if it weren't for the baby.
If it weren't for the baby.
For the baby. The delivery of this, because he like half stutters through it, and he's like, and we got married in secret. We want our love to be eternal, and
it was before the Court of Quill was announced. Oh, so you were 16 then. Got it.
Yeah. And we just wanted to be together and our love to be forever, and we'd be okay with this if it... What, boy? Spit it out. If it weren't for the baby.
What, boy? Spit it out.
And he does. He does. But Katniss's commentary on it is great, too, because she's like, there, he's done it again. Dropped a bomb that wipes out the efforts of every tribute that came before him.
I like when they go back upstairs and he's like, do I have anything to apologize for this time?
Yeah.
She's like, no, you did great, sweetie.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's plausible. It's plausible I could be pregnant.
Just teenage pregnancy, I guess.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
But
Peeta's out there playing chess and everybody else is learning to play checkers.
Seriously. Like, I was trying to think about this as like, if this was happening in the real world.
Oh, like if your country were going to host the Patriot Games?
And you know what? Never mind. I was going to say, and a woman was pregnant and then everyone wanted to kill her.
Yeah, that's never happened in history, right? Woo!
Do you think there would be as much of an outrage?
I think this works on so many levels. First off, it shocks the audience, which is like very good, Peeta. Shock the audience. But even if they manage to get the games canceled, which obviously will not happen, if in a few months everyone's like, how come Katniss isn't showing? The only answer is we lost the baby due to the stress of possibly going into the arena. Or even if Katniss does win the games, the same thing. I lost the baby because of the stress of being in the arena, which would then further call into question in the capital, right? Because it's already in question and it's been in question in the districts for forever. But the capital is not there yet. They haven't been attached to these tributes. And that's the big part here, is that they have that celebrity relationship, right? Where like everybody loved Elvis and then he died and they all cried kind of thing. The same thing most Harry Potter fans had with Alan Rickman. I can't believe I almost forgot his name. Where like, we didn't know him personally. There's no spoilers in real life, Julia. But now that audience has a connection. They have favorite victors. They have people that they've seen at the games. They have these memories, the way that we have favorite players on our local teams or national teams. And for the first time, quote unquote, it affects them. And so now they're like ready to riot. And they do. After this press conference, after all of the victors stand up and hold hands and arms and things, the broadcast is not cut off fast enough. And there's a riot. There's a protest outside, and they're watching it from the top of the hotel that they're at. And they're like, do you think it'll mean anything? No, of course it won't mean anything. It's the Capitol. And I wonder, how does the series play out if at this point Snow backs down on the games?
Like, he stops trying to make everything worse?
Yeah, like he acquiesces to the mob and there's no 75th Hunger Games.
Oh, like he actually cancels the games?
Yeah, like how would that even play out? Because it's like, Snow is very terrifying and
overreaching?
Omnipresent, thank you. Overreaching also. But, like, everything that he does makes everything worse.
Yeah, he's killing the bird. He's squeezing the bird too tightly. Yeah, yeah, I think that he does just make it worse. Like, he does just, like, help the ball continue to roll down the hill faster. Even if he didn't cancel the games, but was just like, you know what? Katniss is pregnant, and we'll just pull her out. She can just...
Yeah.
We'll just pull her out. Like, I think that would have been an even bigger twist. Like, how would they have even, like, come back from that? Then Peeta goes in there alone? Like, that's more interesting, to be honest with you.
And then Katniss has to mentor, essentially, and get sponsors and be like, oh, and then it is time to go into the arena.
Finally.
But is it?
Not quite.
No, not quite.
I forgot that they sit on that roof for an entire day. I thought that was really cute. Just the two of them, just being in love.
And he's just like, I just want to spend every possible minute of the rest of my life with you.
I just want to play with your hair. And I just want to love you. And she's like, I don't feel guilty about this at all.
And she's like, I love you too, friend.
As like bros.
Yeah. Oh, friend, you are such a good friend to me. Have I mentioned that you are a friend lately? A friendly friend that friends friendly.
I thought it was funny that she was never like, yeah, it was a little awkward in the mornings.
Right, he's 17 years old and slept with a girl in his bed and didn't wake up with a boner? Okay, yeah.
Guys.
Solid.
I don't know if you know what happens, but fun fact, he's called Penis for a reason. So then we go into the games.
Anywho, it's time for Cinna to die. And she's in the tunnel. She's in the lift thing, and it's, I lift my chin, holding my head high the way he always tells me to, and wait for the plate to rise. But it doesn't, and it still doesn't. I look at Cinna, raising my eyebrows for an explanation. He just gives me a slight head shake, as perplexed as I am. Why are they delaying this? And then we find out why, and it's because they're going to send in 3 peacekeepers, 2 to hold him and 1 to beat him to a pulp, and then they drag him out. And the last thing she sees is all that's left are the smears of blood on the floor.
Time to go fight!
Yeah, time to go fight! Bye!
Bye! I don't even think she, tells... I mean, by the end of chapter 21, she hasn't even told Peeta about this yet.
No. I feel like when they met up and they finally got off of, the center bus stop, Cornucopia bus stop, that she could have been like, they beat the shit out of Cinna before they sent me up.
Yeah, is Portia okay?
Yeah. Is Portia okay? Did they do the same to Portia?
Are you okay?
I would be wondering if a similar thing happened to Peeta.
Yeah.
Or even Finnick. Did they beat anybody up before they sent you in? Because another thing that she notes constantly is that where her last games, her designers were around her all the time.
Yeah.
This game, they aren't.
Yeah, I thought they weren't around because they're older though. Because even Haymitch is like, Effie, you can't walk them to the training center.
Yeah.
So I thought that's why they weren't around as much. But even I guess it is noted that they aren't around as much either. She does comment on that. She's like, I don't know where they were. They weren't here. It's a weird thing to bring up, but okay.
It's a weird thing to point out in the writing specifically.
Yeah.
because, like, just their lack of being there could have been something to kind of find on a reread. But the fact that Katniss points it out a couple times where she's like, they're not here. I wonder why they're not here. I mean, obviously they are, at the very least, Cinna is involved with the rebellion. Yeah. But do we know that Portia is?
You know, Portia and Cinna worked so closely together. It would be hard to not. Especially with Katniss's outfit being what it was. Like, Cinna didn't do that on his own. Portia put Peeta in a tux. That wasn't hard.
And his tux didn't light on fire and become a bird.
No, it was just a normal wedding tux.
That he knew.
When he opens the jacket and he's like, it's a boy!
Yeah.
Like a gender reveal lining. Sorry.
Yes. No, just imagine Snow's like super pissed off at them, and so instead of having the night to sleep and then go into the arena, he just sends everybody into the arena in what they were wearing in the interviews, and he's like, swim in a wedding dress, bitch.
I watched that season of Survivor. Do you remember that when they were like,
I do not.
Oh, okay. They like used to let them bring suitcases of clothes to like change into. And then one year they were like, just kidding. You're jumping in the water on what you're wearing. And that's what you're wearing the whole time. And they didn't let them bring. No? Okay.
I do not, but that's hilarious.
Yeah. And there was guys wearing like nice suit jackets and shit. And they're just walking down the beach and like oh yeah, it was like a whole thing.
Yeah, that would be hilarious for the Hunger Games. There's water everywhere. There's stone jetties. There's a beach, a jungle, the golden cornucopia, and I swear to God, I will stop that movie again if it looks like a fucking bus stop. I remember it looking like a fucking bus stop, so I'm gonna stop the movie again. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that movie again just to complain about this fucking bus stop.
Is this one actually? I think it's actually gold in this one, though.
It might be. I don't really remember, but I do remember.
We're gonna find out in 2 weeks.
We are, and I'm gonna be so mad about it, just the same. And this sets up the dangers to be regional, which we confirm in this section because the fog kind of hits that wall. Yeah. And it's like, oh, it can't come this way. And it's confirmed that this arena is smaller than the other arenas. Yeah. And we learned that by going around the force field after Peeta walks into it.
With a knife. Yeah, he hits it with the knife, right? And then it, like, kills him. Which, like, I'm surprised that Finnick was, like, allowed to bring him back. I guess there was nothing really from stopping him from doing that, but...
Yeah, there's nothing really stopping. The only time, like, they...
And then, like, rule technicality, technically Peeta died in the arena, so he should be able to get out.
That is...
Should have been a lawyer.
That scene is going to bring me back to their blatant love.
Excellent.
Yes. So he strikes the force field and gets thrown back, and he's dead. He's got no pulse. And Finnick immediately goes over him because he's like, I know what to do because I live in a district where there's a shit ton of water and we're used to doing CPR. And at first, Katniss's reaction is to kill him. She's like, no, don't touch him. I'm going to kill you. And then she's like, oh my God. He's kissing him?
That's so funny. I love that part. Why is he kissing him?
You are the daughter of a healer. You've never seen CPR. And so it takes her like a page and a half to get to the point that it is CPR. And he comes back and she's like, you died. You can't do that to me. How dare you? And it's like, how do you not realize?
What, that she's in love?
That you have more than friendship feelings for this boy.
You mean her sleeping with him and having zero nightmares and just being and feeling so safe with him wasn't enough of a clue?
And wishing he was there all the time because she felt so safe with him? Yeah, that wasn't a clue. Obviously, we know that Peeta loves Katniss. That's just canonical. He admits to that. And he always calls her beautiful and perfect. And I want to spend all the moments with you. And they talk about like the wedding toast where they go back and make their own toast in District 12, which, how cute.
That's a toast.
So yeah, like she freaks out. He comes back. She's like sobbing. She's like, I can't believe you died. You died in front of me. And I can't handle that. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah. And I'm like, how do you, at this point, still not have
but like as bros
any inkling? Yeah. She's like, you can't do that, friend.
Well,
just like immediately back up. Like, girl.
I know it's hard to read. It's hard to read someone so unself-aware.
And I understand their relationship is built around shared trauma.
Yeah.
So it's complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But those feelings are there, and I'm getting tired of you being like, you're just a friend, because he's obviously not.
She at least stopped like randomly kissing him all the time, which made me feel worse. When she would like initiate those, I was like, ew.
I mean, it's only been a day in the arena, but they at least have like some toothpaste in their mouth, so they're allowed to kiss at this point, instead of like when they were like in there for a week and they were like,
I'm gonna put my tongue
kisses
inside your tongue.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Taste my bacteria and squirrel. Blah. And she was like she was legitimately terrified that she had lost him.
Mm-hmm.
Him specifically. Not an ally, not the friend from District 12, but Peter Malark.
What was I gonna do without him?
Yeah.
I do like how she has the conversation with Finnick, though. It's when she climbs up the tree and then comes down.
When she climbs up and comes down.
And he's like, what? No one's holding hands? He's like, no one made their way into this arena by chance, except maybe PETA. And she's like, oh, he knows how amazing he is too. Awesome. And then I was like thinking about it. I was like, yeah, PETA kind of is there by chance.
Yep.
Oh, what's that gotta be like?
If they hadn't threatened to eat the berries, PETA would have bled out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if PETA hadn't had Katniss helping him, he would have died. Like he would not have won on his own.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, I never really thought about it like that. He's like the trophy participant. It's like, look at this kid.
What
He's
a
got
terrible
spunk.
fucking thing to be the trophy participant in. He's like, I do not want this.
The token participant, the token normie.
You know what he is? He's like the Olympic alternate that suddenly finds their way.
Yes.
And they're like,
how did you get here? Okay.
Or like the second one, you know, where like somebody on the team quits and they're like, okay, well, you're the new alternate. And you're like, I am.
Yeah.
Everybody else is D1. PETA's D2.
Poor guy.
Not quite there. Poor PETA.
Oh, well.
We're picking on him so bad.
Yeah.
But after I did love that conversation when she does come down and he is like, oh, no one's holding hands. Imagine that.
Well, and then she's ready to like kill Finnick.
Immediately. Immediately. So she, the blah, 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 immediately, brah. That was so like.
And PETA's like standing in between them. She's like, he's just standing in between us. Like, he doesn't even know. I'm like, bitch, he fucking knows. He knows what you're thinking right now. He's standing there so you can get your shit together. Because everybody knows.
Around your psychotic ass since you two were 5. There's no way in hell he doesn't know what you two are fucking thinking. Okay, so she and Finnick meet up in the bus stop. I refuse to call it the cornucopia. It looks like a fucking bus stop. Yeah. And he signals to her with the golden bangle. He's got Haymitch's golden bangle. He's like, oh, we're allies.
Yeah, we're bros.
And she's like, maybe. And like her immediate thoughts are, I should kill him. I should kill him in his sleep kind of thing. And they have like a little back and forth where she's like, well, I wanted Mags. And he's like, well, you've got excellent taste, right? Because Mags comes with me. Yeah. And now she's a backpack. And, I can't leave Mags behind. She's one of the few people who actually likes me, which will come up later and be, heartbreaking. Yeah. And then Mags basically like signals to him like uppies. Right? She please, she clamps the handle between her gums and reaches her arms up to Finnick, and he tosses his net over his shoulder and hoists Mags on top of it. And she's like, hello. Little backpack. Yeah. I saw a clip of an interview with him. And apparently the actress who played Mags, they had to keep redoing the shoots because she kept giggling every time she was being carried. So she'd be like, wee!
Well, I mean, it's this little old lady and this grown, beautiful man is carrying you. Yeah, I would be giggling too. Okay? Right? I would be giggling too.
I know most listeners of the podcast never got to meet my grandmother, but I know that if she was being carried by Finnick Odair, she'd do the same fucking thing. Katniss has this line after all of this. We're starting to to die down on the chaos of the opening of the games, and we're making some sort of refuge. And it's since I got up this morning, I have watched Cinna beaten to a pulp, landed in another arena, and seen Peeta die. Still, I'm glad Finnick keeps playing the pregnancy card for me, because from a sponsor's point of view, I am not handling things well. And this is not long after these lines. Despite the bangle, I should just get it over with and shoot Finnick. There's really no future in this alliance, and he's too dangerous to let go. If worst comes to worst, I can always kill him in his sleep.
See, this is where I come back to. It probably would have been helpful to include her in the rest of the plans, because think of all the energy she is expending trying to keep herself alive from someone who doesn't want to kill her.
At least not right away.
Like, I feel like if she had gone in there and they were like, yo, Finnick's on your fucking team, bro.
Right. Finnick's on your side. Or if they, at the very least, said anybody with gold is your ally. That is something that we set up. But they don't even tell her that.
No. Well, she doesn't even see Peeta's necklace until she's in the arena. Isn't that weird? She's like, oh, he's like, it's okay if I took your Mockingjay symbol, right? That was weird that they didn't say goodbye to Effie, because they like jumped into the elevator and then other people couldn't get to the elevator because there was like a big mob, and then they're not like able to say goodbye to her. I thought that was weird that was even like brought up.
I think it was brought up to echo what happened when they first got reaped, that they don't get to say goodbye to anybody. They are literally just getting shoved in. And it's very specifically happening to them, because the other victors don't seem to be getting like manhandled by other people to not say goodbye to people. This is specifically, I'm going to get rid of these two.
Yeah, they're just trying to make their lives even worse.
Yeah.
It's like microaggressions.
Is it micro?
But in the big picture of this, yes, microaggressions.
Okay, all right, fine. In comparison to a nuclear bomb, yes, I suppose forcing you onto an elevator is a microaggression. What a quote.
And then, then they're running through the mist.
Oh, God, yeah, the blistering fog.
The blistering fog.
That, like, it comes in and she's not even...
She's like, oh, what's
caring about it. She's like, oh, well, fog. Okay, well, that'll be weird. It fucking burns and blisters, and she's waking everybody up. Mags is immediately on Finnick's back, and Peeta is, like, still not rebounded from, getting electrocuted. And also, he still has his prosthetic leg. Now, in the movies, we did not include the prosthetic leg, so we can all run straight forward. But this creates the issue. They now have technically two burdens in the arena, that these people are not up to speed, that they can't defend themselves at the very least right now. And they get out of the fog, and this is the point where we get the confirmation that the dangers are regional, because the fog comes up and it looks like it's just hitting a glass wall. And then, just to make everybody sad, because I had to reread it so everybody else gets to listen to it, what happens next is so fast, so senseless, I can't even move to stop it. Mags hauls herself up, plants a kiss on Finnick's lips, and then hobbles straight into the fog. Immediately, her body is seized by wild contortions, and she falls to the ground in a horrible dance. I had to be sad about it. You have to be sad about it.
I remember reading it for the first time and not understanding, like, why she would even... go into the arena in the first place. And it's like, oh no, you were just a placeholder so that someone else didn't have to die. Right. And like, you died when the time was right. And I guess the time was right day one. Like, if you know you're going to die in the arena, you know you're going to die in the arena. So might as well get it over with right off the bat.
Yeah. I also want to bring up a writing point. I do love this description because of the word dance, which is something that we don't tend to equate with pain or death. And it's really an example of, like, the right word. Yeah. Like, if you ever sit in creative writing classes, we're always talking about there is the right word, the right verb, the right description, as opposed to, like, a 20-word sentence. Yeah. And here, like, this horrible dance. Yeah. You can imagine any horrible dance in your head, and it would probably fit with the seizure that she's having in this moment. Yeah. I felt like that was that was just really good writing.
Really good writing, really impactful imagery.
Yeah.
And not being able to, like, from Katniss's perspective, like, mourn the moment. Like, they have to keep going.
Yep.
And
immediately into the salt water where they gargle and open their eyes under salt water.
Pull it up through their nose. That one, to me, I was like, no.
That all sounded horrific. Truly horrific to feel. Yeah, they literally get salt in all of their wounds, including their emotional ones, because, as you said, they don't get to mourn.
No.
So in this world, in this story, it makes sense not to mourn. But also, in this time frame of children's lit, and young adult literature is included in children's lit, it was typical not to take the feeling through the text.
Yeah.
So, like, even her nightmares throughout this section and the previous sections are not relative to things that were coming out at that time.
Yeah.
A lot of things were being written, I would say they were being written at the audience, where people didn't have a full understanding of writing for children. And this is post Harry Potter, where we started understanding more about the voice of children's literature. But it was impactful on the world and on the craft of doing that.
Yeah.
And then the monkeys appear, because there's absolutely no rest whatsoever.
No, they're going the wrong direction. They haven't figured the clock out yet.
We haven't figured out the clock. Oh, that is a spoiler.
Oh.
Yeah, 20-year-old book. Whatever. They haven't figured out the arena yet.
The arena map.
Yeah. TikTok on that, guys.
The whole ending, though, where it's like, and then the morphling came out of nowhere to hug the monkey. I was like, what? I don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember them popping up. To be fair, a lot of, like, my memory of it is the movies.
Well, yeah.
It's like, there were a few things. I know we did the this whole series talk, and I felt so vindicated when I was like, haha, the boob job comes at the end of the first book. But this is something I don't remember at all. I don't remember the morphlings appearing in the arena.
Yeah, I thought they were killed off script.
Yeah, I thought they went in, like, the first battle.
Yeah. The one was, I'm pretty sure, right?
I don't know.
And the other one,
I don't remember now. I didn't write it down.
That's fair. I mean, it doesn't matter.
But this one is the
comes out of nowhere.
Female morphling. Yeah, and just flings herself into the monkey's path, and it bites her.
And then PETA can escape.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, fine. Were the morphlings also allies?
This is one thing that I don't understand in books is, like, Katniss has the arrow. She's like, I wouldn't have time to shoot the arrow, but I would have time to throw myself on PETA. The one thing moves faster than the other.
Well, one thing does move faster than the other.
And then somehow the morphling has enough time to stand in between PETA and the monkey, even though it's happening so fast.
Have you ever shot a bow?
Yeah.
Were there pulleys on the bow, or were there no pulleys on the bow?
Compound. There were pulleys on the bow.
Okay.
I guess, okay, fine. It's but it's Katniss. She's special.
Which is what I was going to bring up next, is we literally saw her in training where she's just, like, speed shooting.
Yeah.
And that's something where, like, even in her hunting, she's fully prepared. She's always prepared. She can just get it knocked, get it aimed, and go. Mm-hmm. And in this moment, she's like, I don't have time. Bitch, how?
I just don't have time.
I can't do it. I can't even. Thank God there's a morphling here ready to sacrifice themselves.
Kitty!
Yeah. My headcanon for this moment is that high as fuck morphling was just like, what a cute kitty. I want to pet it.
I'm just gonna love it. My dogs all just got up when I said that.
Do you have anything else to add?
It's just more frustration of how narrow Katniss's entire focus is. I'm just focused on myself. I'm just focused on this. I'm just focused on the next 2 feet in front of me. And it's just frustrating to read someone who at no point really expands their focus either on themselves or on the people around them until it's really shoved in our face. And you're like,
I think I definitely agree with you on the introspective part of that, because Katniss's archetype is a type of caretaker where she is constantly trying to provide for other people and keep them safe.
Yeah.
But the introspection and the lack of it makes me want to reach through the book and strangle this girl. Frequently. Join us next week when we finish reading Catching Fire. And the following week for movie night, remember that movie episodes are meant to be played with the movie on. The Hunger Games series reread is going all the way to the theatrical release of Sunrise on the Reaping in November 2026, and that movie night will be a little different because we're not assholes, and could you imagine heading to the theater with your podcast equipment? Moo.
Moo, moo, moo. Pause it! Pause it!
Moo. Pause it! Moo.
There's a cornucopia. Pause it! There's the bus stop.
Moo. It's a bus stop. Moo.
Fuck Gale.
Fuck Gale. He better not be in this epilogue. Fuck Gale.
Thanks for staying up with us. Follow us on Instagram and Threads at BookedAllNightPod. Drop a comment to let us know what you thought of today's show and join our Discord server for giveaways, excerpts, and more. It's still in the works, but we're aiming for 100 members. Catch our live author interviews on YouTube and leave a question for our guests on our Discord server. Check out our shop and website at bookedallnight.co. And if you're loving the chaos, don't forget to rate us 5 stars. Until next time, booklets, stay booked all night.